Welcome everyone to Enlightened World Network. My name is Sue and I'm delighted to have Lora Cheadle with us today to offer a meditation on our show, A Meditation a Day. Lora Cheadle is a former attorney. She's a best-selling author, an international speaker, and a life choreographer. She'll tell you more about that later. And she'll be sharing a peace meditation with us, which I am so looking forward to. Welcome, Lora. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. I always love being in this community.
Can you tell us a little bit about the meditation? Sounds wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely. This time of year, there's so much talk about peace on earth. And it's easy to kind of get in our heads and be like, yeah, peace on earth, peace on earth. And I wish for peace. And I wish there was world peace, 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 peace. And there's so much talk about peace, but there's not a lot of people who actually feel peace. And I want you to look in your own environment, look at your own network. How many people can you really point to and say they are consistently filled with inner peace? It doesn't matter what's going on around them. They know how to access and find that inner peace. There's not a lot of people that can do that. So then it almost becomes a lost art. And we say, I don't know how to find peace. I think I want it, but what does that even mean? And that's what this meditation is about. It's about getting a little bit granular, getting a little bit practical, and figuring out what it feels like to have a sense of inner peace so you can reclaim that inner peace. Mm-hmm. So if you watch the news cycle and it's upsetting, so if something happens in your community and it's tragic, so if you're in a family of alcoholics or toxic people, you can still attend a Christmas function and you can still maintain that sense of inner peace and not find yourself arguing or stressed out and needing to leave. And how I like to help and to do that is by doing a snowfall meditation. And as we visualize, and you'll see as we get into it, as you visualize those little flakes of snow falling, those are your thoughts just landing. And when those thoughts land, they rest. Because the two requirements for inner peace are rest and stillness. And we can't go from chaos to stillness. It has to fall down slowly. So that's what this meditation is designed to do. Help you cultivate rest and stillness so you can find inner peace. So no matter what else happens around you, you know how to return yourself to a state of inner peace.
Well, please start whenever you're ready.
Wonderful. Okay. Get comfortable. If you want to close your eyes, do that. If you want to just cast your gaze down, do that. If you're driving, do not do that, but keep breathing and just relax. And I want you to bring up in your mind's eye, as clearly as possible, the image of snowfall. And it can be snow in a forest with big, beautiful pine trees. It can be snow on the roof of a cabin. It can be snow on your own street with maybe a street lamp and cars and just non-special houses. It can be any image you want, just an image of snowfall. And if you have a hard time actually visualizing, just imagine. Imagine, visualize, pretend this snowfall scene. And as you're looking at it and imagining it, I want you to start noticing the pattern that the snow makes as it falls from the sky. That some of the snowflakes come straight down and sometimes they get caught in the wind. And they move sideways for a period of time before they settle and come back down. Sometimes it's so heavy, it's like you're looking through all of this snow and you can see the different layers. Sometimes mostly what you see is the sky or the trees or the landscape behind with just a few little bits of snow, and you have to even strain and look for the snow. Where is the next snowflake coming from? Just notice that snow. And then look at the snow that has already hit the ground. How sometimes the flakes hit something that's a little bit hot, like maybe the asphalt or a rock, and they melt right away. And sometimes the flakes pile up into drifts. Sometimes they sit on branches, on pine needles, forming a kind of frost. And sometimes that frost even has a sparkle, whether it's the moonlight, a street lamp, or just starlight. Notice some of the sparkle on that snow. And as you're watching the snow fall, I want you to notice how your mind, your thoughts are just like the snow starting to settle and drop. And just like the snow, sometimes a thought blows sideways and whirls back up. Sometimes there's like a little lift up and a little tornado of snow or thoughts before they settle back down. And it's just for you to observe, not for you to change, but just for you to observe the snow settling, your thoughts settling. Sometimes the flakes disappearing, sometimes your thoughts just disappearing because they don't need to be here. Sometimes they build up. Just notice. And as you're observing both your outer world in the snow and your inner world in your mind, I want you to feel a sense of deep rest that starts coming up from the center of your body, almost like a candle flame right there in your solar plexus, in your heart, in your gut, wherever it is, growing brighter, filling you with deep rest. Not distraction, but rest. Renewal. Allowing your mind the chance to rest. It's not that you're not thinking. It's just resting. You're allowing the thoughts to come in and drift down just like the snow. You're allowing your problems to drift down and rest. Rest on that cool ground. Rest in a snowdrift. Just rest. Because while the snow covers the earth, you can't be doing things anyway. It's not the season to plant. It's not the season of growth. It's not even the season of falling away. It's the season of rest. So allow yourself to rest. And I want you to feel in your body a little bit of that coldness, a little bit of that hibernation energy, a little bit of that deep rest. Feel your heart rate slowing, your breath slowing, and that snow continuing to fall. And notice that as more and more snow falls, the sounds around you become more and more muffled. There's no echoing, there's no loudness, it's just still. Sometimes you might hear a sound in the environment, but it's just muffled and the sound happens and it goes away. Listen and hear your own breath. Listen and hear your own heartbeat. But it's like when you have earmuffs on or a hat pulled down over your ears. When you have a coat zipped up and covering your face and your nose and your ears are covered, you just can't hear. It's all muffled. It's all peaceful. And it's all still. Not only can you hear your breath, but you might even be able to see it too. Whether it's coming up in front of your eyes or whether you go and create that puff in the air, in the cold, crisp air. And I want you to feel this stillness as well as hear this muffled stillness that is allowing you to rest. And as the snow continues to fall, notice how it changes your ability to walk. You have to step up and then crunch through the snow. So you have to move more slowly, more deliberately. Movement takes effort. It has to be slow. And you notice more. You have to notice more in order to walk through this snow that keeps building and building all around you, creating stillness and white sparkled purity all around. And as you breathe in, you can even smell the snow. You know, that smell of snow coming, that feeling in the air. You can smell the snow. You can hear the crunch of your feet, the sound of your breath, and that muffled stillness all around. And pretty soon, you decide to just sit in the snow, in this scene in your mind. Find a big, beautiful snowbank. And just like you did as a kid, sit in that snow and feel that coldness starting to come through your clothes. It doesn't make you wet and miserable, but feel that coldness. And take a breath and feel that heartbeat. And allow yourself to be still and rest. To observe and to just be. And then shift your attention from the outside back to the inside, back to that beautiful candle inside of you, back to that beautiful light of peace that is inside of you. And let that fire burn bright. Let that fire burn steady. That is that light of inner peace that is inside of you. And the thing is, it's always there. Whether you know it's there or not doesn't matter. It's always there, the light of peace inside of you. But what brings peace, what brings inner peace to you is not receiving inner peace from others, but from sharing that light that is inside of you. It's not that you have to share it with others. It's not that you have to do anything. It's just for you to light up inside of you and for you to let shine. Others can choose to receive it, they can choose to ignore it, or they can reject it, and it doesn't matter what they do. It only matters that you turn that light up inside and let it glow and shine. That you choose to let that inner peace be seen is what brings you a sense of inner peace. And sometimes it's a warm glow. And sometimes it's a bright light. And sometimes it's moon. And sometimes it's star. And sometimes it's sun. The only thing that matters is that you are consciously illuminating from the inside out. In your illumination from this place of rest, from this place of stillness is what brings you peace. Because peace is something we receive by giving. Peace is something we receive by giving. And it is only through this inner glow, this inner shine that we allow to illuminate, that we are able to receive the peace that we want. Stay with a sense of inner light, of inner glow, of inner warmth for a couple more breaths. Pushing it out. Not obnoxiously bowling other people down with it, but just allowing yourself to glow. Feel that glow on your skin, in your eyes, on your face, on your hair, just like the sparkles that you saw on the snow. Sense and see those sparkles on yourself. And then move your attention around to your environment once again. To the snow, to the trees, to the rocks, to the sky, to the moon, to the lamppost, to whatever it is. Feel that stillness. Feel that peace. Feel that rest. And one more time, the wind is going to come and it's going to stir up the snow. It might stir up your thoughts. And you can observe while still glowing. Let that wind come. Let the distractions come. Let the chaos come. Let the avalanche happen. And know that no matter what happens around you, you always have that peace inside of you. You can always rest. You can always be still. There's always a season for everything. And that peace is always within you. Slowly start bringing this scene to a close. Take one more look around you. And then it's almost like you're zooming out, like you might see in a movie, and that scene goes further and further away. And as it starts going further and further away, you realize that it's a scene inside of a snow globe, a very special, customized snow globe. And just watch as the rest of that snow in that snow globe settles. Watch as the rest of your thoughts settle. Take a breath. Start becoming aware of the room around you. Move your body. Start becoming aware of your body and your thoughts. Knowing that your thoughts are like that snow and you can choose to step back and observe them at any point in time, at any time they start getting too chaotic or coming too fast. Move your attention one last time to that inner light, that inner glow, that inner peace. Let it shine and shimmer all around you, making it available for others to see, but not forcing them to take it, not being attached to that. But just know that as long as you are glowing, as long as you are shining, then others have the opportunity and the chance to find that same inner peace too. Take one more breath and smile. And as you smile, feel those snow sparkles all around your head, all around your thoughts, all around your eyes, and welcome back. Take as much time as you need to be back in your body, in your day, feeling that inner glow, knowing that you can return to inner peace at any time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lora.
You're welcome. That felt good.
Yeah, it was so peaceful and nourishing and really a great tool to use over and over. I'm going to go back.
Good. Yeah. That's the place that I like to go to fall asleep at night.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, use that tool often.
You made me giggle when you said that we were in a snow globe.
Yep. Yep. And if you do have a snow globe, it's a great tool also to pull out and to shake when you're agitated, because then you're like, okay, here it is. And then you can watch it falling and watch it settling. Because sometimes when it's too much, it's hard to create it in your own mind.
Yeah, that might slow us down. Well,
Yeah.
thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah. So if our viewers are interested in contacting you or learning more about your work, how would they go about that?
Thank you for asking. LoraCheadle.com. And my name, Lora, is spelled a little bit differently. You can see it on the Zoom, but it's Lora. So yes, go to Lora at LoraCheadle.com. I work specifically around burnout and betrayal. And while those might seem like different things, it's actually very similar. So if you're feeling burned out and exhausted, reach out. I'd love to have a conversation.
Do you work with women and men or primarily with women?
I'm open to working with anybody. Mostly it's women that I tend to work with, but I'm happy to work with anybody who is willing to be brave and self-reflect and to take the journey.
Yes, thank you for that.
Yeah.
So Enlightened World Network, we're so happy to have you with us today. Please do come back. We have daily meditations and other shows, and we wish you a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And take care. Please do join us again. Thank you so much.